you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
What is up, all you superfly, intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic, fish-keeping, fish tank funkadelics? You're watching Aquafunk with Jay the Angel Freak, and I'm bringing you an episode of Everyday People where I kind of just get a random thought in my head and just run with it. So, today I want to talk about information, help, where to get it from, who to get it from, when to get it from. If some of y'all don't know, recently I just did a little series of shipping fish for the first time, and I had a lot of questions that I got answered from different avenues. I got some questions answered from the YouTubers, some question answered from M.A.C Cichlid group, or M.A.C on Google Plus. Some questions I called up the actual pet store that actually does all that. But it was nice that I had those how you call it, those resources. But some of you guys out there may not have resources like that. You know, you can ask questions to to YouTubers like myself, and you might actually think, well, I'm gonna ask the big boys because they know what they're doing, because they have, you know, billion, quadrillion, billion subscribers, so they obviously know what they're doing. Yeah, you can ask them. You'll be waiting a little while till they get to your comment, because, you know, they start getting questions before. I mean, their questions are just the comments that people leave them. There's so many of them that there's no humanly way possible a person can do that, can get to everybody's question. So, you know, unless you're the very first one, you know, you kind of hang up that asking them a question thing and hoping, you know, they might get back to you. Might. But nothing bad about, nothing. I'm nothing against them. I'm just saying they got a lot of people that are trying to ask them questions. So you can go to a smaller YouTuber like myself, and usually the smaller YouTubers do a better job at getting. Not that they do a better job, it's that they have less comments to go through. So doing a better job was, you know, that wasn't correct. But they just have less comments to go through before they can, you know, ask the question, answer the question. You go to your local pet store. Now you have to trust these people. I worked at a local pet store. I had people ask me so many questions, but, you know, it was a trust issue because they didn't quite know me that well, and they would go to another pet store and ask them questions, and another one. And I tell you, yo, if you go to 10 pet stores asking them all the same questions, you're gonna get 10 different answers. So you need to find one person you trust and roll with that. Me personally, my go-to ask a question place is M.A.C Mixed African Cichlid group on Google Plus. And the only reason why I'm telling you that is because I can ask a question right now and get an answer within 5 minutes from someone who is very experienced in that particular arena of questioning that I'm doing, or I get a whole bunch of, you know, people who know what they're talking about, and ultimately there could end up being a huge discussion on that very same, right there in front of your face, a discussion from people who know what they're talking about. So, alright, love you. Alright, so, yeah, so Mixed African Cichlid group is my go-to question answer place, and it's you know, it's basically a, you know, like the forum thing, but it's way more personable. People get to you right away. It's jokes, it's fun, and don't get the title twisted. It's called Mixed African Cichlid group. If y'all know my channel, I'm just now starting out with Tanganyikas, whatever you want to call them, and I don't know much about them, so, you know, but they know that when I started there, I was strictly angels. You got people there that are you know, saltwater reefers, and you got people there that are South American cichlids, tetras, and small fish. You know, you got people. There's babies being born that are, their pictures are being put up there. Not that it's that type of thing, but we are a little family. So when the baby's born, we give our shouts out. So it's a fun group. People joke, they laugh, things that they probably wouldn't talk about on YouTube because it's more of it's more of a personable setting. So it's a little bit more real and way more accessible as far as question and answers go. So and here's the thing with me right now, giving shouts out to Miss African Cichlid Group. I just did something where I had to deal with 5 individuals: Lucky Schmuck, Matt Moore, Andy from Andy's Angels, and Rob from Rob 93. I'm sorry, 4 individuals. So I personally spoke with 4 individuals about how to get these fishes shipped and out of my tank and everything. 3 of them are in the M.A.C group, including myself. So, yeah, I just wanted to let y'all guys know that it's something that I give my stamp of approval on, and anybody can use it. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description and the comment section. Check them out. I'm sure you'll like them. If any, you don't have to be so like on top of it. We got members there that come in periodically and come out periodically. They do it at their leisure, and it's okay. You can spend as much time conversating or as little time as you like. Doesn't really matter. You're welcome with open arms. So, M.A.C Cichlid Group, Google Plus, check them out. You can catch me there.